Good morning. So let's just take a moment to turn within and just focus on the area of the human heart, breathing as if we're breathing in and out through the heart, holding in our heart and prayers the families of and the victims and perpetrators of continued mass killings. And we know that regardless of how these people are showing up in their humanity, that their true essence is pure, whole, and love. Love and expression waiting to be expressed. And so we call forth their higher selves to raise their human consciousness to the level where they realize and express the love they truly are. So we hold this for the families of the victims and the perpetrators. We hold this for the victims and the perpetrators themselves. And we give thanks that love is at work right in the midst of it.
Together, surely the presence in this place and in all places and in all creation, knowing and accepting this, we behold the divine presence in all creation throughout the world without exception, knowing that there are many paths to God, many names for God, many faces of God, but only one God, and God is expressing as all creation in all ways, always. In this knowing, we come together this morning to experience and express our oneness and divinity, and for the wisdom to live this daily in everything we think, say, and do. We say, thank you, divine creator, that it is so and so it is. Amen.
When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray.
We'll now have a minute of silence so you can bring to mind and heart your prayer requests and those things for which you are grateful. And if you'd like, you can email your written blessings and prayer requests to me at rpeters5354@gmail.com. And today's daily word is pray for others. And although everyone is muted, I invite you to pray today's affirmation aloud 3 times with as much zeal and enthusiasm as you can. With mind and heart, I know the truth for each person I hold in prayer. With mind and heart, I know the truth for each person I hold in prayer. With mind and heart, I know the truth for each person I hold in prayer. And now back to Reverend Brendalyn.
You have an opportunity to experience the divine paradox that it is in giving that we receive. And as you listen to the offering song, I invite you to take a moment to either bless the offering you've already sent, write the check you would have written in the sanctuary, or click on the give link that Tanya is posting in the chat box now. And whether you mail a check, give through online banking, or give on the web page, this is your opportunity to give as source of Unity Santa Fe, a source of yours and other spiritual nourishment. So I invite you to just imagine yourself, see yourself going to the altar in our sanctuary with your prayer slip and your gift, and feel the joy of giving as you light a virtual candle to remind yourself that you are the light of the world, as you place the candle on a virtual bed of salt to remember you are the salt of the earth, and as you place your gift in a virtual basket on the altar, as Catherine blesses us with her song.
When I give from the source of life within, the font of abundance that flows from the love I am. I am blessed, I am grateful, I am prosperity. So I give as source in the spirit of unity. When I give from the source of life within, the font of abundance that flows from the love I am. I am blessed, I am grateful, I am prosperity. So I give as source in the spirit of unity. Yes, I give as source in the spirit of unity.
And our love offering blessing: in a universe overflowing with unlimited abundance, all the needs of Unity Santa Fe and those we serve are bountifully met from every direction. Known and unknown, expected and unexpected, our abundant good comes to us now. Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all I am, all I have, all I joyously give, and all I joyously receive. So feel that joy, feel that gratitude, feel that generosity, allow it to permeate every cell and atom of your body, your heart, your soul, your mind, knowing that as you do, it radiates out, creating a field of energy of gratitude, joy, and generosity that attracts more and more to be grateful for, joyous about, and generous with. And so it is. Amen.
Who is hope to say that it'll all be okay? Hope is me telling you it will all be okay. Todo va a estar bien. Who am I to try to ignite in you a desire to feel the warmth from a fire? An ideal that sounds so abstract. Existing as in thought, but not holding concrete existence. I tell you, yo soy la esperanza. I am hope.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Brian. Walt Whitman enthusiastically and beautifully describes the hero's journey in his poem of the Road that Robert Brumet uses as a prologue of his book, Finding Yourself in Transition. And the first word of the poem is allons. So you don't have to look it up. I did it for you. The French word allons in English means let's go, or in Spanish, vamos. Okay, so if everybody could mute themselves, that would be great. And so here it is. Allons, where whoever you are, come travel with me. Traveling with me, you find what never tires. The earth never tires. The earth is rude, silent, incomprehensible at first. Nature is rude and incomprehensible at first. Be not discouraged. Keep on. There are divine things well enveloped. I swear to you, there are divine things more beautiful than words can tell. Allons, we must not stop here. However sweet these laid up stores, however convenient this dwelling, we cannot remain here. However sheltered this port and however calm these waters, we must not anchor here. However welcome the hospitality that surrounds us, we are permitted to receive it but a little while. Listen, I will be honest with you. I do not offer the old smooth prizes, but offer rough new prizes. These are the days that must happen to you. You shall not heap up what is called riches. You shall scatter with lavish hand all that you earn or achieve. You but arrive at the city to which you were destined. You hardly settle yourself to satisfaction before you are called by an irresistible call to depart. You shall be treated to the ironical smiles and mockings of those who remain behind you. What beckonings of love you receive, you shall only answer with passionate kisses of parting. You shall not allow the hold of those who spread their reached hands towards you. Allons, to that which is endless as it was beginningless, to undergo much, tramps of days, rests of nights, to merge all in the travel they tend to, and the days and nights they tend to, and again to emerge them in the start of superior journeys, to see nothing anywhere but what you may reach it and pass it, to conceive no time, however distant, but what you may reach it and pass it, to look or up or down no road, but it stretches and waits for you, however long, but it stretches and waits for you, to see no being, not gods or any, but you also go thither, to see no possessions, but you may possess it, enjoying all without labor or purchase, abstracting the feast, yet not abstracting one particle of it, to take the best of the farmer's farm and the rich man's elegant villa and the chaste blessings of the well-married couple and the fruits of orchards and flowers of gardens, to take to your use out of the compact cities as you pass through, to carry buildings and streets with you afterward wherever you go, to gather the minds of men out of their brains as you encounter them, to gather the love out of their hearts, to take your lovers on the road with you, for all that you leave them behind you, to know the universe itself as a road, as many roads, as roads for traveling souls. Wow, what a powerful way to outline the hero's journey. And so my desire today, my heart's desire for today's message is to support you as you go through the transition process of your own hero's journey, and to use the transition we're going through at Unity Santa Fe as a metaphor for your journey. So this is the second of a 6-part series based on Robert Brumet's book, finding yourself in transition, which is the focus of our spring soul circles. And this is the last opportunity you get to sign up for those. So please sign up today by emailing Tanya, communications@unitysantafe.org. So a transition period, these are a couple of jokes and quotes I came across. And one of them, George Stigler said, a transition period is a period between two transition periods. And Isaac Asimov said, life is pleasant, death is peaceful. It's the transition that troubles us. And speaking of transitions and passages, one minute you're young and fun, and the next you're turning down the stereo in your car so you can see better. I can relate to that. And Jim George said, transitions themselves are not the issue, but how well you respond to their challenges. And an unknown person said, when shifts and transitions in life shake you to the core, see that as a sign of greatness that's about to occur. So what's in it for you? Well, each one of us is a hero. You are a hero on a hero's journey. Your life is not just one single hero's journey that starts when your body is born and ends when your body dies. Rather, your life is a series of hero's journeys. And indeed, each day of your life is a hero's journey. So we have an opportunity to support, nourish, and inspire one another on our own individual hero's journey in the context of Unity Santa Fe's hero's journey of ministry transition, and to support, nourish, and inspire one another as a partner in that journey. So every change, every transition in your life is a hero's journey. It's a process that has 3 major stages and a whole bunch of sub-stages in each stage. And over the next 3 weeks, Robert Brumet and I will explore with you each of these stages separately. Today, you and I are exploring the overall hero's journey as a transition process and a rite of passage to prepare us for the detail of those 3 stages in the weeks ahead. So I want to invite you to see my upcoming retirement from Unity Santa Fe and the resulting ministry transition as a metaphor for transitions in your own life, because this change is a hero's journey. It's a hero's journey for me, for our community, and for you as a partner in this ministry. The hero's journey is a template of the story of the hero going on an adventure, being victorious in a decisive crisis, and coming home changed and transformed. And the 3 stages that, again, we'll be going over in more detail in the weeks ahead are departure, or Robert calls them endings, initiation, which Robert calls void, and the return, which Robert calls beginnings. So in the departure, the endings, the hero is compelled to leave their ordinary world. And they may have misgivings. And in that process, a mentor may come to encourage and guide them with tools needed for the journey. So that's what happened. I was compelled, I was divinely guided to leave my ordinary world of ministry. And so that threw you into that same departure, because things are going to change here. Things as we've known it for the past 26 and a half years are changing. And We may have misgivings, there's certainly this part of me that says, "What was I thinking?" But it really doesn't come up very often because I sat in this question for so many years before making it. But you may be having misgivings about it. And guess what? We've already had mentors show up. We had David Mosier who showed up. We've had Gregory Rouillard, and there will be other consultants from Unity Worldwide Ministries that will be involved to show up to encourage and guide us with tools needed for the journey. And then we'll go into the initiation, the void. And that's where, as heroes, we cross into the other world and we face, guess what? Obstacles, maybe even some dragons, big ones and small ones. And so we have an opportunity in that void and that initiation to use the tools that we've already been given as being part of the spiritual community. And in other aspects of our life, these tools that will help us to overcome each obstacle. And during this time, we will slay our dragons and we will win rewards. And then we will have to go into that final stage of returning to the ordinary world with our reward. And that reward may be tangible, a new minister, and sometimes intangible, hopefully, insight, wisdom, deeper partnership, tighter bonds with each other. And so we return with those rewards. We cross the threshold back into the ordinary world, which, guess what, is not the same world we left. It's different now. And we will bring the rewards and we will use them for good. So I just want to encourage each and every one of us to use this ministry transition to put whatever it brings up for you, whatever it brings up for me, in the perspective of the hero's journey, seeing it as an adventure that will include challenges, yes, but also rewards. And to see it as an adventure, this hero's journey as an adventure in faith and an adventure in consciousness. And to use it, use these principles and to remember and embrace the hero's journey, not just during this ministry transition at Unity Santa Fe, but in every transition in your own life. And there's some things to watch out for. And that is sometimes when we start to run into obstacles, we become fearful. And we have to just not let the obstacles stop us. We have to forge ahead because courage is not the absence of fear. It's going forth in the face of fear. And the other caution is to know that when we are transitioning to a new season of life, the people and situations that no longer fit will fall away. And that includes me. I will fall away from this ministry, and a new minister will come forth. And in your own life, as you go through the hero's journey, the people and situations in your life now may no longer fit. I've certainly experienced that in so many of the transitions of my life. I whether it be when I quit drinking alcohol, my circle of friends and party days changed substantially. But wow, the rewards are beyond anything I ever experienced before. And when I did that big hero's journey of leaving my job in Los Alamos to become the minister of Unity Santa Fe, my whole life changed. The people in my life changed. And I wouldn't go back. I wouldn't trade any of it for anything. So this is an adventure that I want to invite you all to embrace. And of course, how do you do it? Well, you do it with prayer and meditation, on and off the cushion. You do it when you're formally sitting on the cushion during the day, and then whenever you need to, call forth these principles to support you throughout the day in what we call in unified mindfulness micro hits. Anything from 10 seconds to 10 minutes is a micro hit. Anything over 10 minutes is a formal practice. And so I want to invite you to to feel flow. That's one of our unified mindfulness techniques that we'll experience in today's meditation. But I want you to to feel flow in the process of your own hero's journey. And I'll talk more about that as I guide you through the meditation. But in closing, know that you are a hero. You are a hero on a hero's journey. And your life is not just one single hero's journey that starts when your body is born and ends when your body dies, but rather your life is a series of hero's journeys. Indeed, each day of your life and my life is a hero's journey if we choose to see it that way. So I invite you to experience the flow of the hero's journey right now as we go into a sacred time of shared prayer, being one together in the flow. So, as we prepare to experience the unified mindfulness feel flow technique, I want to invite you to take a moment to stretch up as you relax the shoulders, relax the jaw, and take a moment to settle into whatever posture you choose. And then just bring your focus to the present now moment. And as you do this, you may feel a sensation of flow, a flow of the breath, a flow of the feeling of relaxation. So, this technique of feel flow is about exploring the experience of flow, which is any movement that you detect physically or emotionally. And be aware that flow may be experienced as pleasant or unpleasant, subtle or strong. You can find flow simply by sinking into relaxation. As your attention shifts from place to place in your body, in any movement you detect, you can experience the flow of that movement. You can experience flow in what you see with your eyes open or closed, the movement of things you see. You can experience flow in what you hear, the coming and going of sounds, the rising and falling of other things you can hear, as well as feeling flow in your emotions and any sensations in your body. And you may also notice emotions getting more or less intense, moving through the body, or any other change in the quality of an emotion or the quantity. Anytime you sense any shift at all in the body experience, whether physical or emotional, whether seeing, hearing, or feeling, you experience flow. And flow is always available in the breath. So you can focus on the movement of the breath or any change that is happening in the breath. Or you can detect flow elsewhere in your body. And you can stay in that area and experience that particular flow, or you can freely float among different areas of flow throughout the body. Even the movement of your attention as you freely float is a form of flow. You can observe the entire body en masse, and you may notice flow happening in multiple places simultaneously. You can feel flow in whatever way you'd like, evenly, simultaneously throughout the body, or zooming into a specific area, or freely floating your attention. As you experience flow, acknowledging either the same experience or a new experience of flow, just stay with it for a few seconds. Allow yourself to be absorbed in the experience of flow, going along for the ride of flow. Sometimes you may even experience or notice a pleasant tingling or bubbliness energy in your body. That's also flow. You can just turn your attention toward it, open up to it, appreciate it, and let it nurture you. And just as we can be aware of feeling flow in the body, so the hero's journey can be experienced as flow. Imagine being totally present to the flow of each movement within the hero's journey. Imagine being attuned to the flow of whatever you're seeing, whatever you're hearing, whatever you're feeling in this transition process. Finding and focusing on flow, that's concentration. Tracking the changes that happen in your experience, that's clarity, sensory clarity. Staying open and neutral to the changes in your experience, that's equanimity. So I invite you to strengthen your concentration, sensory clarity, and equanimity as you feel the flow of wherever you are on an individual hero's journey or in this collective hero's journey of transition at Unity Santa Fe. And I invite you to feel that flow in the silence. So, as we gently bring our attention back to this time and place, silently say, "Thank you, divine nature as flow, for the wisdom to feel flow in the midst of my and our hero's journey. Thank you, divine nature as flow. Thank you, thank you, thank you that it is so, and so it is, and so I am." Amen. And now I want to invite you to really practice this meditative off the cushion flow as you see flow in the dancers and hear flow in this wonderful special music video that Brian is sharing.
It is a vast world. You are never alone. There is connection and love. There is an infinite amount of it. Even when you are by yourself, there is connection and love. You are never alone. It is a vast world. You are never alone. And in that, there is hope.
Thank you, Brian. You would have